Hey everyone, it's Jay again, and I'm here today to talk about some of the updates that have been recently coming to Ninja Saga. First thing I want to talk about is the special minis machine that's from May 17th to the May 30th. Um, there's also the in-game event, which is fine. Alright, I guess I'll cover the in-game event first. The in-game event I have no problem with. Um, you invite a friend, and instead of getting one friendship kunai, you get two. I think that is very useful for everyone, every ninja. So, perfect. That works. Thank you, Ninja Saga, for that one. The other thing I want to talk about is the new news. Instead of having Kage, he has his secretary or someone who we don't know any, we know nothing about this character, but much more pleasing to the eyes, and I like the fact that she blinks and stuff, and that's really nice. First, we have the special minis machines, which is lasting from May 17th to May 30th, so we still got about 4 more days of this. And at first I thought, okay, cool. This is fine. It's only for token users. There's no other way to earn anything else to spend to get the prizes. And at first I went ahead and I saw the prize list and I saw that there was 3 jutsus, the 2 pets, some decent clothing items, some back items, some hairstyles, okay. The Ninja Sealgon, which is useful, and then all this crap that no one else needs. Um, then I noticed the back items all have the exact same effect, and wow, that is lazy. In my opinion, that is completely lazy to do that, and it makes it so if you get one back item, if that's all that you wanted, uh, there's no other reason to do this. So it's bad marketing. And then you have the clothings and the hairstyles that are okay. But, more importantly, people are caring about these two and these three. Well, I already have Kyubi and Hachibi, so I'm not really worried about these two. So the next things that I'm worried about are uh, the taijutsus. And you see the first one, it's like 73 HP each turn for 10 turns. So it's a 73 burn for 10 turns, pretty much. And then in 168 damage. That is useless. That's not very helpful. I mean, the 730 damage, yes, but it takes 10 turns to get there. Um, then you have the next one, which is a little bit more useful. I mean, it does 1400 damage, but again, it takes 10 turns to get there. Um, and then finally, it's a chaos for 2 turns, which if anyone has ever done the previous events, you probably already have a jutsu very similar to this, if not better than this. So I spent about 900 tokens in this, and I didn't get anything. I got all the hairstyles, and I got this back item, which I guess is the coolest one besides maybe the shark one. But I don't know. I didn't get any of the clothings, and I didn't get any of the better prizes. I mean, according to this, when you look at it, you have the same exact chance to get any of the 3 jutsus as you do any other items. Like, all these are the exact same chance to get, which is absolutely not true. I was going to say something else, but that is absolutely not true. I have gotten tons of these, uh, all this stuff from this down. I've gotten every single item, but and I haven't gotten the hairstyles. Um, but I haven't gotten any of these top 6, and the likeliness of that is very slim if they all have the same chance. So don't believe this. That this is not true. Now, if you do want to do this, someone told me that you have a better chance of getting the items if you do one at a time instead of 5 at a time like I was doing. So you can give it a try if you want to, but I don't recommend it, and I'm not going to do it anymore. The next and final thing I think I want to talk about is the Sage items, which I'm not 100% sure on how this works. What I'm assuming happens is that if you own a back item or a weapon, you can upgrade it for a certain period of time um, with this program here, or this little thing that they have set up now called Sage items. Um, I don't think that's exactly true though, because I don't have this back item, but I'm currently using this, or I'm not using it, but I have it in my inventory. I have that back item. Um, Now the problem with this is when you look at it, it says you can get these, and it gives you options. 3 days, 100 tokens. 7 days, 200 tokens. Or own it is 2,000 tokens. Maybe the back items are cheaper, because I'm pretty sure for the back items it's 50 tokens for 3 days, 100 tokens for 7 days, and 1,000 tokens to own it. Um, when I first read this, I was misinformed. I thought it wasn't a renting system. I thought it was more of a like a mailing system. So if you wanted it in 3 days, it was 50 tokens. If you wanted it in 7 days, it was 100 tokens. And if you wanted it immediately, it was 1,000 tokens. And I thought maybe they just messed something up and they mixed up the 7 days and 3 days. Um, and the way I had envisioned in my mind, and maybe that was just me giving too much credit to the devs, because that would have worked for me. I would have been more than happy to pay for something and wait for it to get to me. Even though I'm a Ninja Premium user, Ninja Emblem user, whatever you want to call it, I wouldn't have mind waiting a couple days for a back item. However, this is useless. No one is going to do this. I mean, unless you had an important PvP match that you had set up, and you really needed something amazing, incredible, and you couldn't afford it at the moment, and you wanted it for a PvP match or something, or maybe a exam, then maybe that would be the case that I could understand you might wanting to rent a weapon or a back item. But first of all, none of them are really worth it. I mean, 100 HP. I'm not sure if the weapon does a 75 additional HP or every attack does 75 additional HP, but I mean, that's not a lot of damage. I mean, 75 is not a lot when you have people doing 13,000 in one hit with 8 extremities and things like that. And I understand that this is just a level 40 weapon, but that's my entire point. Is that first of all, there's not many low-level ninjas out there at the moment. Not that I know of, and I know a lot of people. I know about 15,000 Ninja Saga players. Yeah, I guess 15,000 isn't a whole lot compared to the 10 million ninjas there are out there, but out of the 15,000 people that I know of, only a handful of them, only about maybe 20 or 30 of them, have ninjas that are below level 40. And it's probably the same case for the entire game overall. Out of those 10 million people, 10 million ninjas that are still playing Ninja Saga, maybe a million of them or less are below level 40. So, what is the point of making items that are for level 40 or lower? You know that the people who are playing the game, who are paying for the items, are probably going to be the highest level players, because they're paying for the premium. They're paying for Ninja Emblem, they're paying for clan jutsus and clan rewards and things like that. So the people paying the most are the people that are probably going to be the highest level. So this system doesn't make sense unless just releasing these 3 items are your way of testing if people are actually going to spend money on this. And if that's the case, I hope not. And if you're watching this video, don't participate in this renting system, because I think it is useless, at least until they either give us incredible items that we could not receive otherwise, like items that they are so much better than anything we could get at that time. Then I could understand renting an item. And I was an idiot, because I thought that you got the item, so I paid the 50 tokens for all 3 of them, which was a waste of 150 tokens. It was a complete and absolute waste of 150 tokens. It's like I threw them away, because I got all 3 of them thinking I could keep it, and I can't. So, anyway, that's really all I have to say about the Ninja Saga updates. I'm not impressed by the special minis machines. I'm not impressed by the Your Sage items. I do like, however, the update at the front of the page with the girl. And I do also like the double friendship kunai for inviting friends because that is helpful and useful to almost anyone who plays the game. Uh, you know, you can always find a friend who isn't playing it and have a chance to get this not very good taijutsu, but a rare taijutsu technically, or a chance to get Takachi, which I don't even have. I don't have the Takachi yet, or Kotetsu, which I do have, and that's a very good weapon to have, especially if you are lower level. Especially if you are lower level, like level 10, and the fact that it has upgrades for a while in the blacksmith shop are nice. I did not know they added the friendship shop there. But I guess I'm going to be making another update pretty soon. I still have a lot of Magatama that I need to exchange on all my ninjas because after May 29th, May 30th, all Magatama will be gone. So if you still have Magatama, make sure to get rid of it as soon as possible. And that's it. I'll catch you guys next time. Later.